Barry Allen helps Bruce Wayne and Diana Prince stop a messed up bank robbery in Gotham City. After that, he goes back to his childhood home and gets all nostalgic about his parents, Nora and Henry. It turns out, his dad got wrongly locked up for his mom's murder. Barry gets all emotional and accidentally time travels using his Speed Force powers. Get ready for a side-splitting adventure with The Flash. This action-packed and fantastical film will have you in stitches as you join our hilarious hero on his outrageous escapades. Strap in and brace yourself for a wild ride in a world where anything and everything is possible for the fastest man alive. Get ready for non-stop laughter and an unforgettable comedic journey that will have you wanting more. He goes back in time and tells Bruce about it, even though Bruce warns him about the consequences. Barry ignores him and goes back to the day his mom died and stops it from happening. When he returns to the present, another speedster knocks him out of the Speed Force, and he ends up in an alternate 2013 where his mom is still alive. Barry bumps into his younger self and realizes that he's back on the day he first got his powers. They head over to Central City Police Department, and Barry decides to make 2013 Barry get zapped by lightning again to recreate the accident that gave him powers. Both Barrys end up getting struck by the lightning, which gives 2013 Barry his powers but sucks the powers right out of Barry himself. Bummer. While struggling to teach 2013 Barry the ropes of using his powers, both Barrys catch a broadcast by General Zod, who is all set to invade Earth. They try to rally the Justice League, but things don't go as planned. In this messed up timeline, they can't find Diana. Victor Stone hasn't gained his abilities yet, and Arthur Curry doesn't even exist. Talk about bad luck. They head to Wayne Manor hoping to find Bruce, but instead, they run into an older version of him who's retired from the crime-fighting gig. Bruce drops some knowledge bombs about the multiverse, explaining that when you mess with time travel, it messes with the stuff both before and after the changes. That's why Barry notices all these timeline tweaks that happened before he even traveled back in time. It's a whole thing. The two Barrys manage to talk Bruce into joining their mission to find Kal-El. They use some sneaky NASA access on the Bat-computer to track down a Kryptonian pod that was supposedly found in Siberia. But when they get there, it's not Kal-El they find. It's his cousin, Kara Zor-El. Surprise! After saving Kara from the facility, Barry asks Bruce to help him regain his powers by recreating the original accident. The first couple of tries goes horribly wrong and almost wipe out Barry. That's why Kara steps in and flies Barry right into the storm, giving him a third lightning zap that actually works. Powers restored, baby. Now with Kara and Bruce on their side, the two Barrys team up to take on Zod's crew. In the heat of battle, Kara learns some heavy stuff. Turns out, Zod intercepted baby Kal-El's escape pod and killed him while trying to get his hands on the Codex, which is some crucial Kryptonian thingy for repopulation. And guess what? Zod spills the beans that the Codex is actually inside Kara. Talk about a major revelation. The big battle begins, and Zod proves to be too strong for Kara. He ends up killing her and snatching the Codex from her blood. Meanwhile, Bruce goes all in and sacrifices himself to take down a Kryptonian ship, but it doesn't work out. Feeling desperate, the two Barrys try to go back in time to save their fallen friends. They give it their all, but no matter how many times they try, they can't change what happened. Barry eventually comes to the sad realization that they won't be able to save them. But 2013 Barry keeps pushing, going back in time over and over again, hoping for a different outcome. But it's like a broken record, always ending in failure. Tough break. As 2013 Barry keeps jumping through time, things start getting crazy. The multiverse starts collapsing in on itself, which is never a good sign. And guess who shows up? That corrupted speedster who knocked out Barry out of the Speed Force earlier. Turns out, it's an older version of 2013 Barry from the future, and he's still convinced he can save his world, Bruce, and Kara. Older Barry spills the beans about this crazy causal loop paradox that led to his own existence. But things get heated when Barry tells him he's gonna let Nora die and reverse the timeline changes. That really ticks off the dark speedster, and he tries to off Barry. But instead, he ends up stabbing 2013 Barry, who makes the ultimate sacrifice to save Barry and erase his future self from the timeline. Talk about intense. After all the chaos, Barry decides to reverse the timeline changes and accepts that his mom's death is something he can't mess with. But he does make a tiny tweak in the past that leads to new evidence surfacing in the present, showing that Henry is innocent. Pretty cool, right? Barry goes back to the present and helps clear Henry's name, making sure justice is finally served. And just when he thought things couldn't get weirder, Bruce pops up again, looking different this time thanks to Barry's meddling. It's like a never-ending roller coaster with these two. Thank you for joining us on this action-packed and fantastical adventure. and we can't wait to bring you more belly-aching laughs in our next mind-bending comedy extravaganza. Stay tuned for more high-speed hilarity coming your way.